Let's be honest. When was the last time you actually read Matthew chapter 1, right? I mean, really sat down and read through it, not just skimmed through it, okay? Not just skipped over it because it was a long list of names you couldn't pronounce. You know the part I'm talking about, right? It starts with Abraham, the father of Isaac, Isaac, the father of Jacob, and so on it goes, right? Let's just say it's not exactly the part that people highlight in their Bibles, right? Most people think that this is just a long list of names, is just a genealogy, which is to them a long list of boring names. We assume that it has nothing to do with our lives. But that is a massive mistake because buried into this list of names is one of the boldest, most prophetic, most strategic openings in the entire New Testament. What if I told you that Matthew chapter 1 isn't just a family tree and that it is a receipt? And when I say it's a receipt, what I mean is that it is a legal document. It is a prophecy map. It is a fulfillment trail. It is the paper trail that proves that Jesus is exactly who he claimed to be, the Messiah, the King, the fulfillment of centuries of prophecy. You see, before we get too deep into it, I want you to open up your Bibles, right? And let's start reading this list of names that many people skip because there's a lot that you're going to learn within this chapter, and I'm excited for it, okay? Let's start with verse 1, and I'm in the NIV version. This is the genealogy of Jesus, the Messiah, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac, Isaac the father of Jacob, and Jacob the father of Judah and his brothers. Judah the father of Perez and Zerah, whose mother was Tamar. Perez the father of Hezron, Hezron the father of Ram, Ram the father of Amminadab, Amminadab the father of Nahshon, Nahshon the father of Salmon, Salmon the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab. Boaz the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth, Obed the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of King David. David was the father of Solomon, whose mother had been Uriah's wife. Solomon the father of Rehoboam, Rehoboam the father of Abijah, Abijah the father of Asa, Asa the father of Jehoshaphat, Jehoshaphat the father of Jehoram, Jehoram the father of Uzziah, Uzziah the father of Jotham, Jotham the father of Ahaz. Ahaz the father of Hezekiah, Hezekiah the father of Manasseh, Manasseh the father of Amon, Amon the father of Josiah, and Josiah the father of Jeconiah and his brothers at the time of the exile to Babylon. After the exile to Babylon, Jeconiah was the father of Shealtiel, Shealtiel the father of Zerubbabel, Zerubbabel the father of Abihud, Abihud the father of Eliakim, Eliakim the father of Azor, and Azor the father of Zadok, Zadok the father of Akim, Akim the father of Eliahud, Eliahud the father of Eleazar, Eleazar the father of Mattan, Mattan the father of Jacob, and Jacob the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, and Mary was the mother of Jesus, who is called the Messiah. Wow. Some pretty good stuff right there. So let's get into it. Take your notes out. We're going to talk because many people skip this, not realizing how much good information is in this passage. Now, let's chat for a bit, okay? You see, in ancient Jewish culture, genealogies were proof, okay? They were receipts of inheritance, lineage, and the legal identity, especially when it came to royalty. And Matthew isn't just giving us the background. He's showing you the legal evidence that Jesus came from, okay? And before I get into this legal evidence real quick, we understand this even today. I mean, if you look at England, the kings and queens, right, of England, they are not voted in. You become a king or queen through your bloodline, through your genealogy. So we understand this even in modern day, okay? So let's get to the legal evidence that Matthew's really showing us, right? We talk about Abraham, who's the father of the promise, David, the royal line of kings. This isn't just random stuff. This is proof, okay? It gets even deeper than that, though, because this family tree that we're reading about, it's got some scandal in it, okay? It's got broken people in it. It's got a curse in it. One of the men in this line, which we read about in verse 11 and verse 12, Jeconiah, was literally cursed by God in the book of Jeremiah. God said, none of your descendants will ever sit on the throne of David. That was in Jeremiah 22:30. Okay. So how in the world can Jesus come from this line? Right? That's what we're going to unpack in the next video. But for now, I want you to write this down. This is not just a list of names. It is God's receipt, proving that Jesus is the rightful king. Just like we can trace a lineage of kings and queens in England today, this is the lineage of Jesus that proves that he is the rightful king. And guess what? Only God could work around a curse and still keep a promise. All right. So in the next part, we're going to dive into that curse. We're going to see how Jesus could not be Joseph's biological son and why that had to happen to preserve the prophecy. Okay. Because God's not just faithful. He is a prophetic genius. I want you to stick around because you are about to literally fall in love with Matthew chapter 1.